So today we're going to be working on these tail light housings. Just going to clean them up a little bit. Spray some, what's that stuff called? Bed liner. Crazy. On the inside, you know, just to kind of keep it protected. I mean, we could use paint, but I have some leftover bed liner. So I'm just going to do that. So paint that, you know, on the inside here. And then actually on the inside where the light goes, I think what I want to do is find like a chrome spray or like a really like shiny silver or something, spray it in there so it's more reflective. And then I think maybe put an LED in there. That depends like, I guess, on what type of paint I'm going to use. Like if I'm using a high temp, I could put a regular like halogen bulb in there so that can like withstand the heat. But if I put LED, it doesn't really matter because they don't, you know, emit that much heat. So we have our little Brillo pad, or I guess burgundy or red one, just to scuff it up a little bit, you know, get some of this oxidation and stuff off and give it a little grip for the bed liner to adhere to. So get started on that. All right, and that's it, kind of cleaned up, looks a lot better. You know, didn't get all of it off, but definitely enough for stuff to adhere into it. So now what we're gonna do is, you know, since there's residue, we're gonna have to clean that off somehow. So got your brake clean to clean that off so all the oils and like debris and stuff like that won't interfere with the paint sticking on. I'll just burn a little bit longer than I'd like, but I guess that's a good thing. Okay, so we also taped up the parts that we don't want to get painted. So obviously the threads where the taillight housings mount on, don't want that covered in this undercoating pro grade. And then just the little housings, or I guess the actual like light bulb fixtures, we just took the internals out and kept the original, like, I guess, housing that the light bulb goes into. Just kind of want to keep that brass the way it was like looking, just, you know, because I think it looks like, I guess you could paint over it, but we're not going to. All right, let's start painting. So that can was obviously pretty empty, but we got enough for just one decent layer on there, which I think is enough because it's gonna be inside the car anyway, so it's not really exposed to the elements like it's supposed to be. All right, well, we'll let that dry and then flip it over and then paint the insides. All right, well, these are all dry now, so now we're gonna flip them over and do the inside. And the cool thing about doing something like this is you kind of create like a template, right? So I cut that out. So now you just stick it in there like that and it fits perfect. So just a little something you could think about beforehand instead of doing like the bottom side first. Or like I guess the inside. You do the outside first and then it creates that template for you. And then you just gotta cut it out and these sit right in there. So then we're gonna use this Rust-Oleum metal finish, so it's basically like chrome. So we taped up the housing on the inside so that doesn't get paint all over it. And hopefully these look pretty neat. If not, well, might have to take it off or just leave it as it is. We'll see. this is them all dry. Put the internals in. I think they came out pretty well. I think it looks pretty professional, I would have to say, you know, better than buying a new one. The only issue is that both the wires are black, so we're gonna have to differentiate which one's the positive and which one's the negatives. Definitely not too bad. That's definitely an issue for when we wire it up, but yeah, there we go, making some more progress. Hell yeah.